last March. It's about what you're doing and more importantly, who's watching while you do it. Let's break it down. Caitlin Clark walks into a room and brings the cameras with her. Angel Reese walks into a room and brings the tweets. There's a difference. And it's not about talent. They're both talented. It's not about marketability. They're both marketable. It's about conversion. How many people are buying tickets? Best they want to see you in real life. How many fans are tuning in because your name is in the starting lineup? How many jerseys are getting sold with your number stitched across the back? That's what Ice Cube was looking at, and that's why Angel Reese didn't get that deal. And to her credit, she hasn't publicly melted down that yet. She's kept the public facing magical.com and classy. But behind the scenes, you can bet this hurt. You could bet expose some harsh truths about how far famous can get you in a world that cares more about figures and feelings. This is the point where Angel Reese's career takes a turn. Which direction it goes, entirely up to her. She can talk a these L and let it eat her alive. She can fall into the trap of blaming the system, blaming the media, blaming Clark, blaming everyone but the math. Or she can pivot, lock in, look at what doing right, and start building something deeper than just brand buzz. Because here's what Caitlin understands and what more players need to get real about. The game is bigger than the game. It's about winning hearts, not just games. It's about building trust with fans. It's about buying consistent, reliable, and yes, likable. And no, that doesn't mean playing small or being fake. It means creating something people can root for even when you're not trending. A loyal fan base, a team-first reputation. That's what creates staying power. Angel's got a strong following. Yes, Butho, much of that following is actually showing up to games, buying seats, driving ratings. That's where the gap is, and the thing is, she can close that gap. Rhea has a charisma. She's a social media magnet. She speaks her mind. She's marketable. But now it's time to build substance behind the style. More consistent stats, more leadership, more in-court presence that draws the right reasons. Not just Thepos game walk, not just the attitude, not just the tweets. It's time to deliver on the promise, because one day the big three or another league or a massive overseas club might come calling. But if she wants to command Caitlin-level numbers, she's got to prove. She's more than just a headline. And here's the twist. This isn't just about Angel and Caitlin. It's about with pens when two generational stars enter the same space with very different approaches. Clark, quiet fire, talks with a game. Doesn't flinch, doesn't flex unless it's earned. She builds momentum through consistency. Reese loud pride. She brings drama, brings flavor, but attention fades fast if it's not backed by growth. So yeah, Ice Cube made a business decision, a small known, and no matter how unfair it might feel to Reese's fans, it wasn't personal. It was pragmatic. But now Angel's got the one thing that could the whole script, a reason to prove people wrong. Every snub, every Uranid Clark, every media outlet that leaves her out of the conversation. It's fuel. She can use it, turn it into dominance, focus on the long game. Because here's the truth, Caitlin Clark didn't get that offer by chance. She earned it slowly, quietly, with every game that brought in more viewers. Every night she hit the court and delivered. Not just moments, Angel can doth. Same, the path is there. The stag eye's big enough for both of them. But this moment right here, this is the pivot point. Rhea can either prove that she's more than a noise or let this moment define her. So, what's it going to be? The cameras are rolling. The fans are watching, the numbers are talking, and just maybe one day in the near future, another league CEO will make an circle, this time with Angel Reese's name to the top of the list. But until then, it's grind time, because that $5 million offer, that wasn't just a contract, it was a mirror held up to every athlete, every league, every sponsor, saying this is what it takes. Now, if you want big money, big headlines, and big respect, you need more than skill, you need scale, you need to be a movement. And Caitlin Clark, she is the movement. Now let's be honest, comparing Angel Reese to Caitlin Clark feels almost too easy, too obvious. Two college rivals, two rookie phenoms, two rising faces of a league-hungry tension. But if this Ice Cube moment proved anything, it's that this comparison isn't just about rivalry anymore, it's about results. Caitlin is moving the culture forward in a way that's rarely been seen in women's, and she's doing it without asking for it. She's not doing 5 interviews a week. She's not out there launching makeup lines or throwing shady in social media. She's just playing ball. And yet, she's the one getting $5 million offers to step outside the league. She's the one selling out arenas across the country. She's the one sponsors are banking entire marketing campaigns on. And here's the uncomfortable part. That kind of success exposes everyone else, because when Simone like Caitlin comes in and dominates both the court and the business side, it creates a new baseline. Everyone else suddenly gets measured against it. The stakes get higher, the margin for error gets smaller, the room for potential gets narrower, and for Angel Reese, that's both a threat and an opportunity. Let's be real, she has the makings of a superstar. She's got the swagger, the history, the visibility. Her rise out of LSU was iconic. That national championship's instant legend status, her social following massive, her endorsements strong, her media presence relentless, but that's not enough anymore now. She has to make the leap from popular to powerful. Because there's a difference. Popular is viral. Popular is moment to moment, buzzy, reactive, but powerful. That's long term. That's when your name alone drives revenue, viewership, and respect. Even from people who don't watch the game. That's where Caitlyn is now. She's not just trending, she's trusted. And that step Angel has to close. Not with gimmicks, not with tweets, not with just personality. With presence, with performance, with proof. Because this in a game where you can live off legacy. You can't just flash a ring and expect brands to cut checks forever. Inth pros, what you do today matters more than what you did last March, and the frustrating part, Angel Ree is capable of all of it. She's not just a walking headline, she's a grinder. She's at defense, hustle, rebounding, she's physical, she's relentless in the paint. Her on-court presence matters, but it's not yet commanding. You watch Caitlyn Clark play, and it's not just about points, it's about intention. Every movement, possession, every second in the floor feels like something's about to happen. She runs the court like it's her court. Angel needs to tap into that same sense of inevitability, because right now she's still being framed as the other one. Caitlyn gets the offer, Angel gets the reaction. Caitlyn gets numbers, Angel gets the buzz. And that's a cycle that has to end if Ree wants to redefine her career path. But here's the twist. Maybe this rejection is exactly what she needed. Because if we're being honest, Angel's rise toastedom came fast. Like blistering fast. One year she's a standout at LSU, then next she's viral. She's on every podcast and every commercial, on every trending list. And when that kind of attention hits before your game has fully matured, it can throw off tablets. Suddenly, the pressure isn't target better, it's to stay visible. But this Ice Cube moment, this vast visibility with consequences, a very public reminder that celebrity without conversion is just fame without foundation. And now Angel has a choice. She can double down on the persona, keep selling the brand, keep riding their action, keep being the Bayou Barbie in every interview, or she can start building her empire the hard way by showing up game after game and dominating without the theatrics, by focusing less on proving something tough media and more on proving something to herself, by playing like she has something to prove. Not to Caitlyn Buto her own legacy, because no one's rooting against her. That's the twist that Twitter always forgets. This isn't about Ree versus Clark in some messy drama-fueled media manufactured way. It is about two paths. Two wildly talented players showing the world what's possible and what's profitable. And if Angel Reese wants to make it clear that she deserves Caitlyn-level offers, she's going to have to force Thule to stop comparing them. She has to show that she's not following anyone. She's building her own lane, because the potential is right there. It always has been, but potential doesn't cash $5 million checks, presence does. And presence comes from showing up so that no one can look away, for making fans say, I don't care what team I root for, I just want to see her play. That's what Caitlyn Clark has unlocked. And now it's Angel's move. This whole situation, this isn't a loss, it's a signal, a challenge, an opening dot, because if she plays it right, the next big headline won't be about her miss. It'll be about how Angel reflipped the narrative and built something bigger than any one offer. And maybe when that next offer comes, because it will, she'll be ready. Not just with buzz, but with business, with consistency, with receipts. So, here's Saya. Moment, Angel. The path is yours. Walk it like you already own it. And fourth, rest of us. Grab your popcorn, Beckers. We're about to witness one of the most high-stakes rivalries turned adrenaline in sports history. This isn't the end for Angel Ree. It's the spark. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Did Ice Cube make the right call? What does Angel need to do to get her own $5 million deal? Is the Reese versus Clark narrative helping or hurting the WNBA? And hey, make sure you subscribe, because if this is how the rookie season is going, just imagine your year 2 is about to look like. We're not just watching careers. We're watching a new era of the game unfold, and it's getting louder by the